First in the nation program adopted by city and state leaders that will allow for more equitable health care coverage, no matter what economic, educational, or language barriers a person may have. 23 News reporter Anthony Ferretti talked with some of these leaders about how they plan to turn this into a reality.
Meridian Health Plan of Illinois is one of the largest government-sponsored managed care organizations in the country, providing coverage for almost 1 million people throughout the state. The group's focus is health equity.
I think this is going to be an extremely beneficial program, for Rockford residents, but for the state of Illinois alike.
Meridian Health Plan of Illinois partners with the Joint Commission to offer an incentive to local and statewide hospitals that address health care disparities.
This certification program really provides our hospital partners with a set of standards and procedures to adhere to or to guide them in the right direction.
Lewis says these hospitals can participate in a voluntary healthcare equity certification program by way of an application and on-site survey fee. This first in the nation Medicaid health plan offers reimbursement and other incentives for completing this certification.
If you are able to provide information to everybody, by nature of knowing more and having more awareness, you're going to increase health equity.
Meanwhile, the city of Rockford partners with the University of Illinois College of Medicine locally for a Rockford Ready initiative to address health literacy, thanks to a grant funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
So that they know when they go to a provider what questions to ask. They understand what is being told to them so that they can actually follow the advice that's being given to them.
The biggest thing that our provider patients or our membership can do is really provide feedback.
The city and university will host 3 town hall meetings in April for residents to learn about this initiative and talk with area leaders.
Thank you, Anthony. In regard to the health equity certification, Safety Net and critical access hospitals will receive a 25% reimbursement in survey fees. All other hospitals will receive 15% reimbursement.